list of the top 10 countries in the world that have the highest economy and GDP as per the data available from various sources. Number 10. Australia. GDP $1.72 trillion, GDP per capita -$66,407. The smallest continent has a mixed market economy with a record for the longest run of GDP growth. Likewise, the other countries, the service sector also dominates Australia's economy. The living standard in the country is higher due to the low population and plentiful natural resources. The nominal GDP of the country is at number 14, according to Wikipedia. Number 9. Denmark. GDP $399.1 billion, GDP per capita -$68,094. Denmark's economy is highly dominated by the country's service sector, i.e. nearly 80%. The modern mixed economy of the country is least affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The population of the country is 5.935 million as of 2022, according to Wikipedia. The people of Denmark have a comfortable standard of living, and the gross national income per capita of the country is the 7th highest in the world. Number 8. Iceland. GDP $27 billion, GDP per capita -$73,981. Immense growth has been seen in the economy of Ireland in past years. The primary source of income contributing to the nation's economy are tourism, export, investment, fishing, and aluminium smelting. In 2011, the GDP of the country was $12 billion, which rose to $27 billion in 2018. But after that, the country's economic growth slows down. Number 7. United States. GDP $25.035 trillion, GDP per capita -$75,179. Among the big countries in the world, the United States is considered the richest country in the world. The country's nominal GDP is the highest among all nations, while the PPGDP is the second largest after China. The major portion of the nation's economy is built by abundant natural resources, highly developed infrastructure, and large productivity. USA's economy is considered the world's most productive economy. Number 6. Singapore. GDP $423 billion, GDP per capita -$79,426. The free market economy of Singapore is affected mainly by the COVID-19 pandemic. But despite its challenges, the country made its name on the list of the top 10 richest countries in the world. The country has the lowest tax rates and the second highest GDP regarding PP. The country's economic growth is magnificent, and now it is known as the financial and manufacturing hub of Southeast Asia. Number 5. Qatar. GDP $221.369 billion, GDP per capita -$82,887. Qatar generally ranks among the wealthiest countries in the world, according to the data assembled by the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund. Petroleum and natural gas are the foundation of a country's economy and contribute more than 60% of the GDP. The country is the second largest exporter of natural gas and third in natural gas reserves. Number 4. Switzerland. GDP $807.418 billion, GDP per capita -$92,434. At number 4 is another European country, Switzerland, known for its natural beauty. At present, most millionaires are from Switzerland. A significant part of the country's GDP comes from the service sector, i.e. 70%. The economy of the country has ranked first in the world since 2015. Higher education, robust institutional framework, and potential business environment contribute to the country's economy. Number 3. Norway. The European country Norway is among the richest countries in the world, not just considering the GDP per capita but the other factors also contributing to making the country a wealthy nation. In Norway, the corruption level is lower as compared to the other nations. Moreover, the living standard and life expectancy of the people are also high. Norway is the largest oil-producing nation in Western Europe. Most of the country's economy is fueled by oil. Things were not the same before Norway was among the poorest nation, but concentrated growth has been seen in the country's economy since the start of the Industrial Revolution. Number 2. Ireland. GDP $519 billion, GDP per capita -$102,217. Ireland's economy is the fastest growing economy in the world. The country has almost doubled its economy in the last 10 years. As a result, this country is placed at number 2 on the list of the richest countries in the world. The country's economy is mainly built by services in the financial sector, high-tech, life sciences and agribusiness. Number 1. Luxembourg. GDP $86.898 billion, GDP per capita $135,046. Leaving behind the world's largest countries in the world, a small European country, Luxembourg has made it to the first position in the list of the top 10 richest countries in the world. Luxembourg is one of the smallest countries in Europe and among the least populated countries in the world in 2022. The GDP per capita of the country is the highest in the world right now. As per the data collected from various sources, the GDP of the country is $86.898 billion, while the GDP per capita is $135,046. The country's economy largely depends upon the steel, banking and industrial sectors. This is the richest country in the world.